All right, Friday morning, June 10th, turns out to be a heck of a day here for me, and thanks to everybody for all the kind things.
It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the entire city of Toledo to present Bob Kelly with this resolution on behalf of the city.
Stop by the studios to say hi and how are you, or goodbye and how are you.
Well, no, we'll never say goodbye.
I first met Chuck Allen, I think, when you were working at 24. You were on the production crew. And then
You were Skippy the Scarecrow.
I was Skippy the Scarecrow. This is back in about 1969 or something like that.
I had the honor to direct those shows while you were on there.
So it was your fault, huh?
Well, people today who see some TV show and know that it's all rehearsed and all would know that about 2 minutes before we went on, you would say, well, what are we going to do today? And I'd say, well, I don't know. It's, well, if we get desperate, we'll just cut to the Cisco Kid.
It's wonderful of you to stop by this morning. Did you stop by because you wanted to complain they weren't getting enough playing time, or?
Well, I heard there was going to be a great breakfast, so
You know your stuff.
congratulations, Bob. You've been a great asset to the city of Toledo in this Northwest Ohio region. And I'm going to miss listening to you on the radio.
Well, your wife used to bring us cookies.
Well, when I was in high school, he was my boyhood hero.
I know, you've told me that many times.
So, anyway, I just want to say, bon voyage. We'll catch you
Mr.
around.
Lou Hebert, the man who caused me to, the only time I ever forgot and cussed on the air. The man who caused me to cuss on the air one time. The only time I ever did so and forgot where I was.
I caused you to cuss.
Well, you're the one who said that it was the terrible weather was coming from Indiana.
Oh, that's right.
And, I've had a couple of people mention that they were listening that day when I had a friend, I'll use the term gosh darn.
Okay.
Will that say it pretty well?
Yeah.
Who else is here? John Matthews is here. Did you know John over here, John? From my earlier days.
So I was actually on the air before your first show here. I was doing overnights at the time, and they told me specifically, we have the new morning team coming in. It's Kelly and Staples. Can you stick around a little bit and help them out a little bit? Oh, sure. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know that first show, it was almost a perfect harmony between you and Dennis. Because I was in the other studio just kind of biding my time, saying, okay, I'm going to be here until the people show up at 8 o'clock and then I can leave. But the first couple hours, because when you come into a new radio studio, buttons are different than what you're used to, and it was almost in harmony. John!
Now we have a guy named Michael that we call, Michael, can you help us out here? And I've been doing this for 50 years. Ragtime Rick is here. Ragtime Rick Graffing.
Well, yes, I am. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be back in this
times
studio.
together when Ragtime Rick's restaurant was
Oh,
the place to go.
we had some wonderful times with Mary Worth.
I made my debut as a banjo player in your place.
That's right, I remember that.
Pretty pathetic.
I don't think I've heard you play banjo since then.
I haven't. I sold that banjo. I needed the money.
I was going to say, this would be a perfect time now for you to do some practicing up. And
I think not over there.
Just don't call us late for dinner.
Mindy, thanks for coming by.
Sure.
How are things at the food bank?
Busy. As usual, busy. That's something's never changed, but someday.
Busy in need. We
Yeah.
could use some more people making donations.
Definitely that, and it's really busy with people coming
to let everybody
in now. Well, first of all, 50 years. That's amazing. You know, you're old enough to be my.
Second.
Well, never mind. Anyway,
Yeah. Funny. That's real funny, Mindy.
Oh yeah, well.
I mean, that's
What
real
do you
funny,
do? Throw me
Debbie.
out?
Man, you should have come up more often.
Anyway, no, I'm auditioning for your spot. Is what
I
I'm
hear
doing.
you.
Anyway, I just want everyone out there to know that how caring you are, and how much you'll be missed in the nonprofit world. You do so much for a lot of nonprofits, including us. You take part in our
Seeger, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, Mr. Kelly.
How's your racing greyhound doing?
Oh, they're doing great. And I've got a good year going. Got a good year going at the shop too. So I just want to say thanks for all the promotions and remotes and everything you did over the years for us. You did a great job.
You set some records when Dennis and I were there.
Yes, we did. We had
This is from Tim and Jeff across the hall at Star.
Hey Bob, it's Tim and Jeff over here at Star 105.5.
Since we just moved to Toledo 2 months ago, we've only known you for a short time, but it's truly an honor to know somebody who's made it 50 years in any business, let alone radio. We've barely made it 12 years. To honor you, Bob Kelly, and something that you love to do,
Here's a Tim and Jeff comic excerpt from one of our favorites, Kathy.
These cramps are killing me.
This has been a Tim and Jeff comic excerpt in honor of Bob Kelly.
Congratulations, Bob. We'll see you on the course.
Hey, the studio has been filled with people named Simpson, and I don't mean Homer. Oh! Come on over and grab a microphone. Here's Matt Simpson from the Lazy Boy Furniture Company, who we've done so much stuff with down through the years. Hey, Matt, you brought me something big.
Yes, I did. A big box, and hopefully there's a nice gift inside it, not just a box.
I'm checking the pages of a Toledo Blade, and I see that Drew is talking to Mary Worth about trying to break up with Liza. I was dating Liza Colby. You know her from work, and then we broke up. I'm sorry to hear that, Drew, says Mary. And Drew says, that's not why I'm upset, Mary. I'm upset because she won't accept it, and she's driving me crazy. And Mary Worth says, I would love to deal with that with you, but I've got to go back to Toledo from Santa Royale here to be at Bob Kelly disc jockey's retirement party this morning and tonight as well. So Mary hops on a plane, and back she is. On meeting the announcer, Mary says, well, what are you going to do with your retirement, Bob? And Bob says, today I plan to wade across a raging river, and then I'm going to escape in the woods being chased by a bear, and then I'm going to march up and down a mountain, and I'm going to stand in a patch of poison ivy and deny it, and I'm going to crawl out of the quicksand, and I'm going to climb up an enormous tree. And Mary says, Bob, you must be quite an outdoorsman. Bob says, no, I'm a lousy golfer. Oh, boy. That is way too true, Becky, also.
We all know that, but we're being polite.
Now, the part of Bob Kelly was played today by Norman Plummer. Mary Worth was acted by Shelley Long Gone, with Niles McKinley Jr. as the ball washer. I'm Ray Jean River, pointing out this has been a Mary Worth episode from Dave Steen at Bowling Green. One of our favorites. Right here.
On 93.5 WRQN, your Mary Worth flagship station.
At the suggestion of one of our listeners, Becky, say goodbye, Bob.
Goodbye, Bob.
Did that bring a tear to your eye?
Happy retirement, Bob. You're not retiring. Happy semi-retirement.
Okay. Yes, it is.
Hey, listen, I want to make sure that before you go off the radio for the very last time, you play that Jackie Wilson and Lonely Teardrops to say goodbye to all of us, but I want to tell you, if you take it out of 45 and put it up to 78, he'll sing a lot faster for you.
Thanks.
This is Pete Kavanaugh in California, Bob. How you doing?
Good job, Peter!
Well, thank you very much, Bob. I am so proud of you, and I have to tell you, of all the disc jockeys I know who are near my age, of course, I'm much, much older than you are, you had such a tremendous career in radio. I love you, man, and congratulations.
Well, is this the Boogie Whistle Man?
This is the Boogie Whistle Man. I don't have my boogie whistle here, but I can
And
boogie
Dan
for
Wimmer's
you.
here from Quite Carpet Cleaning. Did you hear your commercial earlier today?
No, I did not.
Here,
You're
pull
a
that
working man,
microphone.
unlike some people.
Pull that microphone up to your face, sir. He's an expert with a carpet sweeper, but not with a microphone, it turns out.
Gotta raise everything up.
We always talking about the fact that you've been around for so many years as one of our sponsors. That we had a guy the other day that told me, he said, I knew I had your program on the right channel on the dial when I heard the Quite Carpet commercial. Well, Dan, thanks for all the support down through the years. And,
thank you.
You never let us down.
My
My understanding, somebody else is on the telephone line calling on my retirement show. Hello there, sir.
It's the Blizzy. How you doing?
Blizzy.
That's my nickname on my day off. How you doing?
Good, Bill Spencer. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I know you're busy. I know you got a ton of people want to talk to you. But I'm in Traverse City, Michigan on a couple of days off. But I didn't want to forget and wish you good luck on your retirement. After many, many years talking to you every single morning, to be honest, I am going to miss
Thanks for coming in. Has the mayor got time to stop by on a day like today?
For you. You're a very important person, and it is important that we just thank you. I've been listening to you every morning, and I know you don't know I'm listening to you, but I'm listening to you. And
So you're the one.
Yeah, I like your sarcasm. I like the whole thing, and it just gets me fired up and makes for a good day.
Well,
So I just
thanks a
want to
lot.
come in here and thank you for not only what you do on the
And
radio
then
station.
tonight, Fatfish Blue in Perrysburg is the big party, and everybody's invited to this one. You can call Fatfish Blue and make your reservations that way. But we've got live music from Arctic Clam and so many other things going on tonight. So just think, if you weren't here this morning and you missed the party, you didn't. This is just the beginning. It goes on all day long.
If I survive the parties, it'll be a hell of a retirement.
I won't it though?
And I promise to finish the way I used to finish for a lot of years, and that's saying the following. Come get me, Mother, I'm through.